Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Agam Sharma, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, Chandigarh Polytechnic College. So this semester, I'll be teaching you construction material. So let's just start with our introduction first of all. So before starting our syllabus, we have to discuss about what are the various material which is available and what is a construction material. So any type of construction material which is used in our construction field, like either it is a cement, bricks, sand. So any type of material which is available either naturally or artificially, because it is used in a construction, we call it as a construction material or building material. So we do have a various type of material, either it is a natural or artificial materials. So moving to the artificial or natural materials, so we have is stones, bricks, lime, cement, metal, plastic, etc., and other miscellaneous material which is not coming into any specific category. So we do have is stone. Stones are basically obtained from our rocks, and then we have is bricks. Brick is, as we know, it is manufactured in our kilns or buttas. So lime it is also making an important role, like in our whitewashing, we use a lime. So it is also obtained from rocks. Then we have this cement. Cement is manufactured in industries. Then we have this metals. Metal is also manufactured in industry, obtained from metallic ores in our earth. Then is plastics. Plastic is, we know, use it in the various construction equipments like electricity boards, PVC pipes, door frames, any type of construction which is done in a plastic. So then we have is natural available material. So naturally, it means the material which is not had to be modified, constructed in our industries. So those are naturally available, like clay, earth or soil. So these are naturally available materials, and it is used for various manufacturing of many material, like bricks. आपकी जो use होती है, that is made up of clay. Then we have is wood or timber. So timber is basically those type of wood which is used for construction only. Like any type of wood, like teak wood जो है वो आपकी known as a timber. So not every type of wood is called as a timber. So only those woods, वो लकड़ी जो सिर्फ आपकी construction में use होती है, that is we call it as a timber. Then we have is sand or fine aggregate. Sand, we know it is obtained from rivers, and nowadays it is also obtained from rocks also. So boulder stones, boulders are crushed into fine sand. Then we have is rock. So these all are your natural available materials. Moving to artificial or industrial materials. So these materials are manufactured in industry or modified in our industry. Like cement. Cement is obtained from various raw materials. It is combination of various raw materials, and there is a whole long process which has to be followed for manufacturing a cement. Then we have these bricks. Bricks are like molded before, like a clay is molded, then it is burnt in the kilns, so that makes a bricks. Then is steels, tiles. Tiles is also obtained from clay or earthen clays. Then paints and varnishes, these are obtained from plant resins. Then we have is glass. Glass is, as we know, it is artificially made, and it is used in various type of construction. Then plastics, as I told you, it is also resins. It is also obtained from plant resins. Then when modified further, or like polymers is added into a plant resin, then makes a plastics. Then we have is lime. Lime is basically obtained from rocks, that is a limestone rock, but it is furtherly modified to make it a lime. Then the first chapter we do have is a rock chapter or a building stone chapter. So rock is basically a naturally formed non-living earthen material. It takes a zillion millions of years to construct a rock, to make it into the field. Then it is contain many type of mineral which is making a rock. So the further classification of rocks are like geological classification, physical classification, and chemical classification. So these are the three classification of rock. So then further it is subdivided into various categories. So like geological classification is divided into igneous rocks. So igneous rocks are those like whenever there is a volcanic eruption, so the magma or the lava which is cooled down on the earth's surface, it is then cooled down, so that makes a igneous rocks. So then metamorphic rocks, whenever igneous rocks or any type of rock is coming into the contact of a pressure or sun pressure, atmospheric pressure, it is changing into its categories, it is changing its texture, so that makes a metamorphic rock. So then last we have is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rock is basically a disintegrated rocks, which is eroded from igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks. So like earthen आपकी जो rocks होती हैं, जो आपकी मिट्टी के जो part हैं, those are sedimentary rocks. So those rocks are settled at a planar surface. So means जब भी आपकी कोई weathering agency के कारण, like आपकी rain के कारण, wind के कारण, कोई भी आपके weathering agencies के कारण your rocks are deteriorating, igneous rocks are deteriorating, so they are settling out its sediments at a planar surface, so that makes a sedimentary rocks. So we know stones are obtained from rocks, so before using into our construction, we need to test it before it is safe for use or not. So there are certain qualities or recommendation which has to be tested before. So these are the various requirements of a stone which has to be fulfilled before it is used. So first is structure. The structure should be good and fine. The appearance should be good, like it should give a good appearance. Then weight should be it should be heavy in a weight. So the less weight, so mean the dense or light dense stone should be porous. Then durability should be good. So it means it is resistant to weathering agencies. So it is resisting weathering agencies like rain, wind. So it is longing its life also. Then is strength. We know whenever we have to play it has to be play a strengthful role in our construction field. So it should be strength. It should not fail easily. Then is hardness, as we know, it is also used in our road जब आपकी बनती है, pavement जो आपकी बनती है, it is used in a the hardness properties come into those structures. Then is workability. It is easy to cut that stone easily. Then is uses of stone. The stone has a various uses. It is used in hydraulic structures like dams and bridges. So it is used in bridges and dams also. Then it is used in a retaining wall masonry. So whenever you go for a hilly area, so you will see there is a vertical wall which is established to hold that sediments of rock which is not coming to the road surface. So that those are your retaining wall. उसके लिए आपका जो stone use हो रहा है, then they are used for road metal. Like I said, it is used for flexible as well as rigid payments. जो आपकी bitumen की payments हैं, जो आपकी concrete की payments हैं, उनमें भी आपका stone use हो रहा है. Then used for blast for permanent way in railways. जो आपकी जो railways होती हैं, उनके tracks पे जो आपका blast as a blast it is used. So those are also uses of stones. Then used to make concrete. That is a common use of a stone. Then the second chapter, moving to second is the bricks chapter. So bricks are mostly and majorly made up of clay or earth, which is normally available in our earth's surface. So then it is clarified, it is sieved, so removed any impurities in a clay or earth we have. So then it is molded, the water is added into clay, it is molded into proper shape and size of a brick. So then it is dried, and the last it is burnt into a kilns or buttas, we can say. So that is, it is used for various structure field, like आपकी masonry जो walls हैं, उनमें आपकी जो bricks use हो रही हैं. Then these are the requirements of brick. So before using any brick, it is furtherly classified into various type of classification. So those classification has to be these requirements. So first is it should be uniform in color, size and shape. So जो आपका जो bricks का size and shape है, it should be uniform. The color should be uniform. That means it should be reddish in color. So जो आपकी overburnt brick रहेंगी. So there are certain overburnt or underburnt brick also. So that means उनके जो color के variation है कि वो change रहती. It is not a properly or uniformly color, reddish color. So they should be sound and compact. So whenever stuck two bricks together, it should give a metal sound. It should not give a dull sound. It should be compact in surface. Like आपका जो compaction हो रखी होगी clay की, it should be good enough. So it should be less porous. Then they should be free from cracks and other flaws such as air bubbles. तो उसमें कोई आपकी cracks नहीं होने चाहिए. There should not be any flaws, any cracks available in a bricks. So it should not absorb more than 1/5 of their own weight. So means आपका जो weightage quality है, that is the test of a brick which has to be done. It should not absorb more than 50 to 20% of its dry weight. Means इससे ज़्यादा अगर bricks आपका water absorb कर रही हैं, so mean that brick is not good for your construction purposes. So then compressive strength, then there comes a strength test of a brick. So whenever you have to construct a masonry wall, the bricks which you you are using, it has to be tested before it is used in a CTM machine, that is a compressive testing machine. So the range between, it should be between 15 to 35, means it should not fail between 15 MPa, that is megapascal. Then is brick should not change in volume when wetted. So whenever you have to cure a brick, means आप जब उसको पानी दे रहे हो, that is curing of bricks. So it should not change its volume. So then brick should not neither overburnt or underburnt. So that means, like I said, जब भी आपकी जो bricks आपकी burning होती है, that is in the kilns or buttas. So it should be a uniform burning. ये नहीं है कि कहीं पे ज़्यादा burning हो, कहीं पे कम burning हो. So that makes a uneven of that bricks. And sometimes overburnt bricks are not good for use. Underburnt bricks are no doubt less in strength, but overburnt bricks are totally irregular in shape. Then his brick should be non-inflammable and incombustible. So that means it should not catch any fire. Then we have his types of bricks. So types of bricks में आपकी various types of bricks आती हैं. First is conventional or standard bricks. Conventional bricks जो हम basically use करते हैं, अब हमारे जो normal construction में the size of those conventional traditional bricks are 23 centimeter in length and 11.4 centimeter in depth and 7.6 centimeter in height. So that means 23, 11.4 and 7.6 should be the dimension of those construction conventional bricks. Then is standard or modular size. So that means 19 into 9 into 9 centimeter is the standard size of those bricks. So then is further classification is first, second, third and fourth class bricks. So these are the further classification. The first class bricks have various uses and it is graded as a class brick. Then we have a second class brick. The water absorption is different for these class brick and the cement plaster has to be done. So first class bricks are mostly machine molded bricks. So their cutting and every process is done in a machinery. But in a second class bricks, they are sort of ground molded and burned in a buttas also. Then we have his third class bricks. So these are not as strengthful as a second class brick. So they are not used for important structures. Then the last one we have is fourth class brick. It is not mostly used in a brick masonry because fourth class bricks or Jama bricks are overburnt bricks. No doubt their strength is good, but their size and shape is totally deformed due to their overburning. So that's why it is used as a pavement surfaces, like whenever you have to lay a floor, concrete floor, so they serve as a brick beds. So these are the uses of bricks. Bricks used in wall masonry, that is the most common use of bricks. Then used in a brick lintel construction. So whenever to construct a lintel, the bricks or lintel are come into play. Then beds of bricks are used in concrete in foundation work. Like I said, whenever you to lay a concrete floor, so the brick beds, जो आपके bricks को small parts में broken करके उसको laid किया जाता है before concreting is done. So the third we have is cement chapter. The cement is a binder. It is mostly and most commonly used binder in our field, in our construction field. The cement is a binder substance used in construction. So uski various properties of cement are there. But before the construction, before the discussing their properties, there has to be certain fundamental requirements which need to be followed by a cement. So there are various types of cement which we use in our construction. Like OPC cement, PPC cement, that means ordinary Portland cement, Pozzolana Portland cement, white cement. So there are various uses of these cement in our various type of structure or type of works. So there are requirements of cement. The cement should not possess of alumina which may reduce strength. So there cement is, as we say, as I said, it is manufactured of various raw materials. So in those raw materials, like there is iron oxide, alumina, silica, zinc oxide. So there are a number of raw materials present in there. So their proportion has to be maintained. So the accurate proportion leads to a good quality of cement. Otherwise, the cement should be like, it should not be good. The initial setting time will differ or the strength will differ. So it has to be check it out first before constructing those, before using those cement. So then we have is very small amount of sulfur is added in cement to make it sound. So then there are tested has to be done, like tested आपके जो initial setting time test है, final setting time test हो गया आपका. Then is there is soundness test. Then the strength test, that is a cube test, that is also done in a CTM machine. So then there are certain physical quality which you can check easily though. So it should give a cool feel whenever you insert your hand in a cement bag. So it should give a cool feel. और then आपकी अगर उसको ग्राइंडनेस चेक करनी है, that means the fineness आपको चेक करनी है. Laboratory में the test is known as a fineness test that is used by a 90 micron sieve. But field में अब उसको fineness check कर सकते हो by just rubbing it with a finger and a thumb. You can just rub it down. So it should give a cool powder feel. Like you touch a powder, it should not abrase. It should give a powder feel whenever you touch it between a finger and a thumb. So then there are uses. So you cement, if we say whenever you have to join something in a construction field, so you use a cement as a binder material. So as a binding material, you are using it either in the drains, in the masonry, in the like dams. Any type of construction has to be done. It is done by a cement. Until unless you are using a steel works. So then we have is metal chapter. So metal is basically a solid material which is typically hard, shiny, malleable. So typically hard means it is a hard material, either it is a ferrous or a non-ferrous. Ferrous materials like it contains iron, and non-ferrous which does not contain iron like aluminum. So these are the material which we use commonly in our construction field. So malleable means the metal should be easily malleable. That means it should be converted into thin sheets. Fusible, that means it should be joined, welded or riveted. Then is ductile, that means is the property of converting it into a thin wires and with a good electrical and thermal conductivity. So that means it should pass electricity and the thermal conductivity. So that like iron, gold, silver, aluminum and alloys such as steel. So these are your various metal which we use in our construction field. So there are certain requirements also which has to be considered first. So they should provide sufficient to bear the load coming onto them. So whenever you have to like make a structure of a steel, so it should give it should be strengthful. So it should not fail their safe load. Then they should be provided resistant to corrosion and weathering action. So whenever you have to use a like cement, like said, it is not it is a non-corrosive. But metal is basically a corrosive metal which can rust it easily. So, but the properties has to be done like protective layer has to be done on a metal so that it should not affected by a corrosion or weathering actions. So then they should provide it resistant to heat and fire. So it should not be inflammable. Then they should have a good adhesion with cement concrete. So cement concrete के साथ भी आपकी adhesion good होनी चाहिए. So next chapter हमारा है that is a timber chapter. That means आपका जो wood का जो chapter है. So timber is basically the wood which is used for your construction field. Any type of wood construction which is has to be used in our construction field is called a timber. So like engineering purposes में आपकी furniture में आप use कर रहे हो, then you are using it on the doors, frames. So these are your timber woods. So there are certain requirements also which we are using it. So it should be dense. The जो आप timber use करो, it should be dense. It should not be hollow or less dense. Then it should have a uniform texture. The texture should be uniform. Then it should have a dark uniform color. So means the color and various qualities has to be justified before it is using. Means आपका जो main agenda है for using those timber, it should not be affected by any defects or any ants are not affecting on that. Means it should be well seasoned. Seasoned means it is the moisture. Wood contain it should not have that moisture. It should contain mostly 5 to 10% of moisture only. Otherwise, आपका जो 90 to 95% of moisture है, it has to be removed. Means the timber has to be dried first before it is used into any type of construction. Then it should be free from any defect or decays. So we'll study about various decays and defects which is already present in our timber and how to treat them. Then we have is uses of timber. As I said, it is used in our various railway sleepers. Sleeper आपने देखा होगा whenever a railway track is laid. So जहाँ पे आपके concrete के transfer sleeper लगे होते हैं. Earlier there were wooden sleeper are used for the settlement of the tracks. Means आपका जो track है वो जो railway track है, it should be on a specific place or a permissible space. Then is bridges and pipes may you are using it. Then furniture, decorative piece. So these are the various uses of timber. Then is properties of timber. So it has so there are certain properties so which need to be considered before we are using it, because whenever you are not considering the properties of timber, you are not utilizing that timber properly. So it has a low heat conductivity, means it is not letting the heat pass from them. So that's why it is mostly used in a hilly areas, and it is giving a cool feeling when there is a summer. So the houses which is made up of timber are give you cool feel in the summer and a warm feel in the winters. So then it is a small bulk density, then the relative high strength. So it is have a high strength than other relative materials. So it is susceptible to decay. Yes, it is a disadvantage of it. It can be decayed, means white ants आपके हो गए जो termites हो गए, it can be attacked. Then it is susceptible to flame. So that is also a disadvantage. ये आपका flame भी catch कर लेता है. So then we have is paints and varnishes chapter. So paints are basically a coating which we usually do, which we usually do on a metal surface or on a non-metallic. So we mostly use those coating on a paint surface to resist it from various corrosion or rusting को बचाने के लिए or give it a good finish or good appearance. So we use a paint. So varnishes are unlike we use it on a wooden surfaces only. So these are the transparent resinous substance which we use on a wood surface to give a high polish and a shiny appearance. So that also resist it from attacking any insects on a wood. Varnishes are also useful in stopping those insects or any type of decay which is occurring on a wood. So paints are basically used for in our walls also. We are using it like distempers, enamels. So we'll study about those also, say, and how they are made, what are their composition, and what are their uses. So then we have this property of paint and varnishes. So we know there is a basic property. हमारे घर में mostly paints और varnishes होते रहते हैं. So we all know the properties of paints and varnishes. They are available in wide range of variety, means color आपको various मिल जाते हैं paints और varnish paints में. Then they are spreaded as a layer on base by brushes. Brushes आपको easily apply कर सकते हो. Application is very easy. Then they are transparent. Varnishes are transparent. Then they provide shine and old look on a woodwork. आपके जो woodwork है उन पे old woodwork है उन पे एक new coating layer आपको provide करते हैं wood. So then is miscellaneous material. So apart from these other materials which we have studied earlier, so there are a number of materials which are not coming into any category, but they call it as a miscellaneous materials. So in these miscellaneous materials, we have these plastics. Plastics are made up of various आपके resinous substance जो आपको plant से मिलता है. The widest resinous substance which we obtain from plants, उनसे आपका उसमें आपके various modifiers, pigments, polymers आप add करते हो, so that makes a plastics. Then we have this fiber sheet. Fiber sheet आपने देखा होगा कि we use it for the covering of various roofs, for the temporary sheds also. Then is insulating materials. Insulating material means like heat insulating, sound insulating materials. We use it in like seminars में आपके sound insulating materials लगे होते हैं. Then heat insulating means which are not transferring the heat from one place to another. Then we have is waterproofing materials also. Waterproofing means which are not passing the water from one place to another or one surface to another. So that is a damp proofing materials also. So then is termite resisting material, means आपके जो wood के ऊपर जो termite resisting materials we have to apply sometime on, like आपके जो wardrobes हैं या आपकी जो almirahs, wooden almirahs हैं, उनके ऊपर आपको termite resistant material डालना पड़ता है. So that the wood should be protected from any type of insects or white ants. So like DDT. So then we have is POP, that is a plaster of Paris, which we use it for a decorative purposes in our buildings. So plastic we have is an organic substance. Like I said, it is organic because it is obtained from plants, and it consists of natural or synthetic binders or with resins without molding compounds. Like I said, there are various molding compounds or pigments which we have to use for manufacture of plastic. Properties we have is light in weight आपकी property है. Then specific variety is 1.5, gravity is 1.40, low electrical conductivity and low thermal conductivity. So they can absorb shocks also. So plastics are not passing electricity from one place to another. So they are good low electrical conductivity. Then there are uses to make waterproof door and bags. It is also waterproofing material. Plastic is also waterproofing material. So use it for waterproof doors and bags. And the most advantage of plastic, that is it is not attacked by any type of corrosion or insects. So like metals हो गए, आपके wooden हो गए, it is unlike those materials. And to make electrical insulating material like board and pipes, आपकी जो PVC pipes हैं, electrical pipes जो आपकी होती हैं, then electricity board and switches, उसके लिए you are using those plastics. And to make optical lens and frames. So this is all about your various syllabus of construction material. So furtherly, we'll discussing about various chapter in detail. Till then, you may refer these books also, and there are certain websites which you can refer so that it will be easier for you to understand these materials. So that's it. Thank you so much.